Hey guys, it's Sandy. Welcome to another episode of Oh So Inspired. So on the 15th of each month, the team gets together, we take an inspiration piece, and then we go ahead and create something. And I hope you join us each time. So this month, we are being inspired by GCD Studios, and it is this lovely scrapbook layout with this sunburst pattern. Now this was cut out with a silhouette, however, I am going to use my sunburst stencil and create something with some distress ink, and I am scrapbooking last year's Christmas card. So let's see what I can do. I know right away that I want to mat our Christmas card on this plaid paper. And this plaid paper isn't actually a Christmas paper. It's from one of the Echo Park Magical Memories collections. And I just thought it would have been perfect for Christmas photos, and how awesome is it that I'm using it on a Disney photo as well. So I have this doily, and at first I was going to place it underneath the plaid photo mat, but then I decided I liked it better between the Christmas card and the plaid photo mat. So here is my stencil, just taking some washi tape and taping it down around the edges. Now later on, while I am using my distress inks to stencil, I make a mistake and I get some of the ink underneath of the stencil. I wasn't being super careful with what I was doing, and it kind of just whoosh under there. So I do cover it up, I think, for the most part. So, you know. Anyway, I'm using fired brick, and I'm using distress ink fired brick right here at first, and that's going to be in the center. And I'm just using a circular motion to go throughout the stencil here. And then I'm going to bring in Distress Oxide in Fired Brick and go along the outside of it. And then I'll bring back in the Distress Ink in Fired Brick and just add a little bit more oomph. Now, the shades of red are very subtly different, but you can look at the layout afterwards and see that it is varying shades of red, so I'm okay with the extra work of using the same color in two different mediums. So there it is. So while I am stenciling this down, I just want to remind you to click the links down below. Go ahead and check out everyone else that is participating in our Oh So Inspired Hop this month, and it'll be great. So everybody gets to look at the inspiration piece and create whatever their little heart leads them to create, and it's always awesome, and everybody's style is so different, and I always get great ideas looking at everyone else's projects. So definitely click down below. So as you can see, the Distress Oxide that I'm using lays down much smoother than the regular Distress ink, and it is ever so slightly different in color. And after I get this oxide down, I realize how splotchy the other ink is, and that's what prompts me to bring back the other ink one more time and kind of smooth it out here. And it also helps that I'm using the same exact sponge dauber. I haven't switched them out going between either of the inks. And I'm just trying to get rid of some of that white that is showing through and just trying to darken up a little bit. And right there, did you see the stencil? It kind of fluttered. That is, and there where that one fluttered, that's where I kind of messed up and got the ink underneath of the stencil. So I'm pulling off the washi tape. Super easy to pull off here. I do have red ink on my fingers, so I don't want to handle this too much before I go wash my hands. So I did that. I'm just trying to lay this down here to figure out what's going to be the best way to really cover up the mistakes I've made. And you can see it. It's pretty glaringly obvious right there on the left-hand side of the page. You can see the ink on the white part. So I really like this. It kind of reminds me of a peppermint candy with the red and white stripes. So I am trimming a 1/4 inch all the way around, and then I'm going to mat it on some black cardstock. And then while I'm getting ready to mat it on this black cardstock, I think, oh, you know what would be awesome if I had a little touch of glittery gold poking through between basically the peppermint candy paper that I just created and the black cardstock. So I go ahead and do that, and I'm super happy with it. Anytime I can put glitter or sparkle on a page, it's a good day, especially for Christmas and especially for Disney. And since I'm doubling up on those, the glitter is perfect. Now I have put down some unfun foam. Unfun foam is foam that does not have adhesive on either side, and I just laid that down. I just want it, the Christmas card photo type thing, to have a little bit of extra oomph and be up off the page a little bit. Now this is an older My Mind's Eye chipboard sheet, and I pulled out this glittery frame because hello, glitter again. And I trim it down so that I can have it down here on the lower left hand corner, and then I can also layer it behind that big white doily. And I am happy with how this is looking. And at this point, it's when I decide I'm not going to put a title on this page. I had originally thought about using some mini gold thickers and putting something like photograph or Christmas photo or dream photo or something along one of the edges of the distress ink places. And then I just felt like, since the Christmas card has this big Merry Christmas across the top of it, I just felt like that was definitely sufficient. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, yeah, you know what? I have this gold glitter around the edge, and I need to add some more gold glitter in the center. I don't want all the excitement and the sparkle to be just around that edge. Now originally I was going to use this gold kind of lacy tape to mask that mistake that I have right there, and then I decided nope, it's going to go on the photograph. But what I am going to do is grab this plaid washi tape, and this is from Simple Stories, and I just love it. It has this great red and green plaid on it, and the red just really matches this Distress Ink Fired Brick like really nicely. So I'm just going ahead and figuring out what my pattern is going to be, and I decided since I had a correct amount of inked edges, I was just going to go every other one, and I'm happy with how that turned out. All of the washi tape lengths are different, so it's kind of just whatever length I ripped off the roll and made happen. And sometimes projects turn out the best when you just go with it and you don't super over plan. Not to say that planning isn't good. Sometimes I like to plan out projects too, but I'm just saying, sometimes you just gotta go with it and just do what you're feeling. So these stickers here are also from Simple Stories, and I'm just going to throw on the 2 little gold arrows, and I'm going to point towards the card, and I'm also going to throw on a couple little gold stars just to, you know, bring that gold in a little bit more, a little bit closer to my photo. So now I am looking around, kind of figuring out what else I want to do, and I feel like I need to add a little bit more green since I've brought in the plaid washi tape. So I pulled this sticker, and I'm not exactly sure what sticker sheet this is from. It's either from Simple Stories or Echo Park. I'm just not sure which one. So I layer that underneath of the Christmas card as well, and on top of the doily. And I'm getting lots of layers over here where the doily is, and I'm loving it. Totally making me happy. So I feel like everything is underneath of my Christmas card right now. So I needed a little something on top of the Christmas card to kind of bring it back down. So yes, I popped it up on some unfoam foam to get it off the page, but now I feel like it's kind of like flying off the page a little bit, and I just need to ground it. And this little Joy Peace Love Christmas sticker does just that. It's just a very small little piece on the top. It's covering up a little bit of a cloud. There isn't really anything, you know, you're not missing anything of the Christmas card anymore. And I pulled out those little flare buttons, those little peppermint flare buttons. I thought that those would be fun to use since it kind of looks like a peppermint background, but I just wasn't feeling it when I actually laid them down on the page. And those are my little thinking fingers there, and I'm trying to figure out what else, because I feel like something else has to be there by that little banner. I tried these glitter stars from Freckle Fawn. They don't exactly work out, but what does work out are these punch out gold stars, and these are from Close to My Heart. This Close to My Heart stuff was the only new Christmas stuff I bought this year, and because hello, I've got so much Christmas stash. And I just go ahead and nestle those two little hearts together here, just lay some adhesive down with my ATG and get it to stick down. And at this point I'm thinking probably just needs a little enamel dots, maybe a little gems, maybe sequins, something just a little bit just to finish up this page so we can call it done. So I get those stars down and I'm thinking, do I want sequins? Do I want enamel dots? Do I want gems? And then I grab these little pearly bling things and I put them down in a couple different sizes. And I put this big one over here by the Christmas tree because there's a lot going on over here and I feel like it can handle the weight of that big pearly bit. So I just do two little clusters of 3. Got to add some more adhesive to that Christmas card and to the sticker because it kept popping up. All right, go ahead and get that down. And then I'm thinking, all right, I think I'm done. I think it just needs a little bit of gold splatter and then I'm good with this page. So I really, really enjoyed the inspiration piece this month. I'm actually going to use it again as more of a scrap lift type thing because I want to do it with pattern paper. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can get next month's Oh So Inspired as well. And remember, check out everybody's video down below. See you next time.